Good morning, children. I'm continuing with the 100 dresses part 2. The letter from Jan Petronsky has reached the school. Miss Jason reads the letter. Let's see what happened in the classroom and why there is a deep silence among the children. The deep silence only shows that there has been a mistake on their part, which should not have been done, and the most important is the girls who have responsible for such a great mistake. Yes. I am sure that none of the boys and the girls in the room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anyone's feelings because his or her name happened to be long and familiar one. I prefer to think that what was said in thoughtlessness. I know that you all feel the way I do. That this is an unfortunate thing to have happened, unfortunate and sad both, and I want you all to think about it. This was a very beautiful way the teacher puts it to the students, because it's a time when they have to learn what is right and what is not, and whether they have hurt. If at all they have hurt, it is going to be a mistake on their part and they have to change upon. I'm sure that none of the boys and the girls in room 13 will purposely and deliberately hurt. What is she saying? You will not purposely do it. You say definitely that sort of a meanness, that sort of an attitude, such silliness you don't have. That is how she says. Feeling because her name happened to be long and unfamiliar. Just because her name is long and unfamiliar, I don't think you people would have done anything like that. I prefer to think what was said. Okay. And what was said here is what was said by the father of Wanda Petronsky. Okay. And said in thoughtlessness. What you would have said is in thoughtlessness. Thoughtlessness, out of your mind, not caring, deliberate, and you had been not being kind, hurting. Okay, I know that all of you feel the way I do, because why did she say I knew all of you feel the way? Because the girl, one talented girl and a talented boy is now away, has left the school. The school would have become very proud if those two children had been still there, but now because of some reasons which had made them very much hurt, had made the father shift the school to another place, to another big city, so that such issues do not crop up with the children, hamper the growth of the children. Okay, this is so unfortunate to have happened, and unfortunate and sad. What is unfortunate? It should not have happened. Sad is extremely worrisome, and I want all of you to think about it. What should you think about it? Have you done the right thing? If at all, if you have done, is it right on your part? Do you have any right to hurt anybody? That is what it means. Okay, understood? Yes. Let's see what happens next. The first period was a study period. Maddie tried to prepare her lessons, but she could not put her mind into it. You remember Maddie? She also takes the clothes and she was not able to do anything against Peggy. She was feeling very sick in the bottom of her stomach. True, she had not enjoyed listening to Peggy ask Wanda how many dresses she had in her closet, but she said nothing. She had stood by silently, and that was just as bad as what Peggy had done. Worse, she was a coward. At least Peggy hadn't considered they were being mean, but Maddie had thought that they were doing wrong, but she put herself in Wanda's shoes. She could put herself in Wanda's shoes. Beautiful paragraph of self-realization. Most of the time when we have not spoken up, and after that we feel that we haven't spoken, that pains us more. Okay, the right and the wrong need to be expressed at that moment. Otherwise, even if we had been right, and if we are not expressing it, the right has no value there. It is equal to bad only. Is it not? So, So she understood that there is something wrong has happened. I have not taken any step to control it, stop Peggy from speaking all such novels. And she feels that she was a coward in the entire episode. Coward. It now she is not. It's very difficult for us to make things right. She is now able to understand every day the pain that the girl would have undertook by when Peggy was asking all these things. She is able to put herself into the shoes of Wanda, what all had happened in the mind of the young girl who is so talented, who had not heard anybody, who is not even spoken to anybody, who always sits alone, and for no reasons for being insulted or troubled. Yes? Yes. So let me continue. The first period was a study period. Maddie tried to prepare her lessons, but she could not put her mind on her work. Why she is not able to put her mind on her work? Concentration. She was not able to concentrate because she thinks that there was something, she has done something wrong in the entire episode. She had not raised her voice against Peggy. She has not stood with Wanda when she was hurt. Okay. True, she has not enjoyed, not even single time she has enjoyed Peggy asking Wanda how many dresses she had in her closet. But she said nothing. When something is happening and you stand there without saying nothing, it is equal to as bad as what has been done. Okay, if you had raised the voice or if you had left that place, it's different. But here, she has said nothing and stood there, which means you have approved it to what was said, what has happened. So, she was a coward. She understood that she had been mean on her. It had been very bad on her to have kept her mouth quiet. At least Peggy hadn't considered that they were being mean, but she, Maddie, thought that they were doing wrong. She could put herself in Wanda's shoes. She was not able to come out of that issue. Again and again, the same thing is only going in her head. Clear? Let's see. Goodness, wasn't there anything she could do? If only she could tell Wanda she hadn't meant to hurt her feelings. She turned around and stole a glance at Peggy, but Peggy did not look up. She seemed to be studying hard. Well, whether Peggy felt badly or not, she, Maddie, had to do something. She had to find Wanda Petronsky. Maybe she had not yet moved away. Maybe Peggy could climb the heights with her and they could tell Wanda she had won the contest and that they would thought she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful. So nothing can be done now. How could you make the wrong done right? A wrong has happened. Now she wanted to make it right. She wanted Peggy to be with her and to finish all the things. Okay, this is a very difficult situation. In real life also many of us undergo this situation. When you are not, it is impossible to make things when it is wrong before you to correct the wrong, and instead of that waiting after everything is over we will correct it. It's not going to happen. That is the truth. It cannot happen also as expected. It is only for namesake. Even if you do it, it cannot happen. That is the truth. This story is giving us a lot of insight about our own nature, how we have to be and how we have to react to situations. And wrong is wrong. It has to be expressed. There is no question of cowardice there. There is no question of keeping mum there. There needs to be expressed. One cannot maintain a silence or mute under such situations and to be as a witness to the situation. A witness is none other than the one who has taken it as yes, what's happened is correct. So if that individual wants to take things right, want to make things right after all the things are over, It's simply most 99.9% impossible, useless. So now let's see how Maddie tries to patch up with the entire scenario. Was she successful? Can she be able to? What steps does she take? Let's see. Okay, please read. This is the most important part in the entire story. How you are trying to amend what had done wrong. You do a wrong. How do you try to amend it? How do you try to set it right? Is it easy? Think over. Please read the entire topic. Keep your opinions open and come to the tomorrow's class. Thank you, children.